Our mission this summer is to have a good time all the time. And how could you have a good time without shows like this? Listen up, Netflix. Outer Banks Season 3 has to be released immediately. You cannot leave us hanging like that. We're just kidding. There's no doubt that there will be another season of Outer Banks. We're here to speak about what's gonna happen in Season 3. So stay with us until the end, as we have some really interesting theories to share with you. Now let's start with a short recap.
Promise me you won't do anything stupid.
Oh, Sarah Cameron. I do stupid things all the time without realizing it.
Season 2 ended with a massive reveal regarding John B's dad and on a bittersweet note for the Pogues, so that has us demanding some answers. But let's be honest, Season 2 was one of the biggest unexpected TV hits in 2021. So let it never be said that this show isn't full of surprises. Having said that, we're not even sure if there's a theory that is that crazy that we can believe in it. This Netflix show was built around adventure-seeking teens who went for the uninteresting choice, despite the fact those out-of-nowhere touches didn't always land as intended. One thing is sure we can always count on is the show's penchant for outlandish storylines. The possibilities on what could happen in Season 3 are basically endless, with a lot on the line for the Pogues, whether John B still searching for the truth and the gold, Cleo's adjustment to life as a Pogue, or Pope coping with the loss of a precious family heirloom. All of the characters have a lot to grapple with.
I got an announcement. Oh.
With an 86% Rotten Tomatoes approval rating for the second season and 71% for the first season, Outer Banks has become one of the most popular shows streaming on Netflix. The curiosity among the viewers is at its peak for the third season, and the main reason behind that is the long period that passed since we watched the last episode. So it's expected that rumors will keep spreading among fans, actors, and even the showrunners. But lately we've seen and read some theories related to the Season 3 storyline that will blow your mind. Some of them are so crazy that could actually be true. So let's begin.
We were up all night long. I was at a hospital.
So the truck broke down and then my phone died and we didn't have a plug.
Let's talk about Kiara's story. While her family members are technically Kooks, she identifies as a Pogue. She's coming from a rich family, so they're not happy to see her hanging around with the Pogues. Kiara's parents wanted to send her to boarding school to save her from getting into any more trouble. This theory believes that if Kiara finds herself in boarding school, she'll probably find clues about another treasure related to the royal merchant. She might use JJ's help as well to escape school and start a new adventure. Anyway, if the story goes this way, this would change the dynamic completely. Karla Limbrey is not just a stranger. It was pretty obvious from the moment Karla Limbrey will hit that like button, just like you should do if you haven't done so already. No, really, it was pretty obvious from the moment Karla Limbrey was introduced in Season 2 that she was gonna be an integral character. Not only did she know an awful lot about Pope's family history, but she had a ton of information about the royal merchant. Something that could have probably acquitted John B. She worked with both Ward and Big John in the past, and we didn't know that since the beginning. But wait, what if there was more to it than that? One theory is saying that Limbrey is actually Raf's mom, Sarah. Viewers have gotten to know Rose, Sarah's stepmom, throughout the 2 seasons, but we never found out what happened to her biological mother. So this theory might not be that crazy after all. Limbrey had a tortured and long history with Ward, but that also might be a sign of a romantic relationship that eventually soured. If Sarah finally found her mom, that explains why she knows so much insider information about the Pogues. "He's not one of us," Limbrey said to Rafe after she shot her half-brother Renfield, implying she and Rafe have some history and possibly they might be even related.
You owed to me.
Big John is really dead.
You have to help my son.
Season 1 gave us the main answers about his background and what happened to Big John, but in Season 2 all of that was thrown out the window. The audience learned that after the two had a disagreement about the treasure, Ward threw Big John overboard and he eventually died. But in the final scene we were able to see Limbrey in Barbados talking with none other than John B's father. "I know where the shroud is, I can help you, but you'll have to help my son," said Big John to Limbrey. Anyway, nobody thought that this conversation might have been a flashback. Are we still keeping to the opinion that this seemingly took place in the present day? Taking in mind how Season 2 storylines circle around Limbrey hitting that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell. No, really, in all seriousness now, taking in mind how Season 2 storyline circled around Limbrey looking for the shroud, it's fair to think that she spoke with Big John even before the events of the season. Big John's body was found by Scooter, Lana's husband, but here's the question. If Big John isn't dead, then whose body was that? Anyway, the season finale had a huge impact on a potential season 3. Will John B. Sr. kill Ward? John B. had a long run trying to find his dad, but he realized what happened to his father after he became closer with Ward Cameron. After the fight on the boat, Ward pushed John B. Sr., he hit the head on the boat and bled. This was a complete transformation of Ward's character from a nice wealthy guy to one of the worst characters in the show. Now, assuming that John B. Sr. is still alive, this theory is claiming that he'll be the one to finally kill Ward, and this all makes sense. This would be some sort of eye for an eye situation, very plausible theory, considering the fact that Ward tried to kill him. John B. Sr. would probably want revenge for what happened to him.
Come on!
John B.'s bandana is special.
And that's me.
Remember the piece of cloth that Limbrey was after? Yes, the one with powerful healing properties. Well, some fans think that this could actually be John B.'s bandana. In season 1, we found out that the bandana he always wears, he got from his father. The audience noticed that the piece of cloth was present during some super important moments of the series, from the time when it helped John B. heal from his alligator attack to the moments when Sarah essentially came back to life. The end of Topper.
Hey, put it on Cameron!
We're still not sure why Kooks and Pogues loathe each other. Topper is Kooks' member and he hates everything about Pogues. Even more than that, he hates that Sarah liked them. There's one Reddit theory claiming that Topper will try and lead the charge to get Sarah back, and in the end, he'll end up either dying trying to protect Sarah. It's fair to think this way, right?
Sarah, is that you?
Whatever happens in season 3, we're sure that it'll have an incredible storyline, and we can't wait to watch it. But even though it was expected to arrive this summer, it seems like we'll have to wait a little bit longer for the 3rd season. Action Adventure's sophomore season began filming at the end of August 2020, and it was released on April 2nd, 2021, which took around 7 months. A little over 3 months later, season 2 dropped on July 30th, 2021. We know that season 3 began filming at the end of February this year, and we could see that on Sarah Cameron's Twitter post. So if they're trying to follow the schedule for season 2, then we might expect season 3 to wrap up the production sometime around September. According to Netflix reports, the cameras are supposed to keep rolling until August 19th. So having said that, filming will end too late to give us a summer release date. So what do you think of these theories? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.